to Business Review, a daily program that delves into the latest and most significant economic stories. From stock markets to currency news, Business Review covers the most up-to-date developments in the global finance.
As the European Union's chief Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier arrived for more talks in London on December 3rd, EU diplomats said they hoped a trade deal with Britain could be agreed upon soon. Britain leaves the EU's orbit on December 31st, when a transition period of informal membership ends following its official departure last January, and the sides are trying to secure a deal to govern nearly $1 trillion in annual trade. The negotiators are seeking a deal to uphold free trade between Britain and the 27-nation EU from the start of 2021, but there have been several false dawns in recent months, when talk of progress failed to lead to a deal. Failure to secure a deal would clog borders, worry financial markets, and disrupt supply chains as the world tries to cope with the vast economic cost of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Refund requests have been made for around 18% of the tickets sold in Japan for the Tokyo Olympics have requested refunds, according to the organizing committee. Ticket holders in Japan were given the chance to ask for refunds because of the one-year postponement to the Games caused by the pandemic. Organizers said in a press release refunds for roughly 810,000 tickets had been requested out of a total of 4.45 million initially sold. Ticket holders were able to make their applications during November, and refunding will begin later this month. Tickets that have already been purchased for the Olympics, now scheduled to be held next year, will remain valid for rescheduled events. Organizers have yet to announce whether spectators will be allowed into venues during the Games and have said a decision will be made on this in the spring.
Papaya, a surprising tropical fruit invading Gaza's markets. This is the reality after farmers from the Gaza Strip managed to grow the papaya fruit, which is one of the tropical fruits, and after its success in ripening in Gaza farms, it became a constant source of livelihood for its owners, as it produces fruits throughout the year. Agriculture engineer Jaber Aburjela, 72 years old, was one of the first farmers who managed to grow papaya fruit in the Gaza Strip, and he is overjoyed for its success, as it has now become a source of livelihood for him. Because of his passion of the acquisition and cultivation of exotic seedlings, the agriculture engineer decided to start a project to cultivate the papaya fruit.
It's still not a very popular fruit in the Gaza Strip, but people are getting to know it better, and that's why every day more people are buying it. This farm is considered the first step in the way because it's very useful fruit and it's full of vitamins. The more people get to know it and buy it, the better economic impact it has on us. According to my experience, the fruit is affected by the environment. That's why our papayas are a little bit smaller, and this is what we were working on to improve in the next month.
Papaya trees are distinguished by their long, shallow roots in the ground, which requires special care as they need to be fixed from the strong winds that can uproot them from their roots.
We started the papaya project as a unique project and the first in the Gaza Strip. The papaya fruit was imported from South Africa and we planted its seed as a small project. But now it's growing and spreading. Our next step after succeeding is to cultivate large amount of land for this fruit to be available all year long. And its cultivation doesn't cost a lot, but its return is very profitable.
Agriculture engineers hope to grow large numbers of papaya fruit trees in the coming years. They also hope to expand the marketing area of their product as people have begun to get to know it, especially since they initially suffered from the great difficulties in marketing them, being an unpopular and exotic fruit for many people in the Gaza Strip.
The idea of having papayas in the Gaza Strip was once impossible, but now with this farm, the idea has become a reality and Gazan papayas are available in the markets. For KTV2, this is Business Review Program, Yumna Syed, Gaza, Palestine.
According to Eurostat, China remained as the largest trading partner of the European Union in the first 3 quarters of this year, as the two parties recorded a bilateral trade volume of €425.5 billion during the 9-month period, while the EU's exports to China during the 9-month period topped €144.8 billion, the same as last year. Its imports from China registered a 4.5% growth to reach €280.7 billion. In response to the latest figures, Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokeswoman Hua Chunying said at a press conference in Beijing on Friday that China and the EU are highly complementary to each other in economy, and they share broad prospects for cooperation with vast potential for development. The spokeswoman added the China-EU agreement on geographical indications signed in December will facilitate the entry of high-quality farm produce of each side into the other's markets, and that the two sides are currently speeding up negotiations on the China-EU bilateral investment treaty. Zhang Ming, head of the Chinese mission to the EU, said trade between China and the EU has been a great support for their anti-pandemic cooperation, adding that the growing trade volume is underpinned by the two sides' continued efforts to tap potential to deepen cooperation. According to data released by Eurostat, China became the top trading partner of the European Union for the first time during the first 7 months of this year, as the trade volume between the two parties reached €328.7 billion, up 2.6% compared to the same period of last year.
This has been Business Review, your daily source for the most critical financial stories. Tune in next time for the latest financial news impacting the world economy.